is with high schools, you have your parents, and they're kind of like, all right, sit down and do your homework, study, do this, get good grades.
You had your parents always hounding you to do your homework. You had your teachers asking where are your assignments at, and here it's more up to you.
When you're at school up here, you've got no one saying you've got to do this, you've got to be in bed at a certain time.
You have to rely on yourself a lot more because the teacher wasn't there to continually push you.
When you come to college, you have so much freedom, and it's tough to know what time is designated for work and what time is designated for play, and it's really important to get that established right away, otherwise you're always playing.
I let my social life kind of get in the way my freshman year, a little bit of my classes and stuff like that.
But you have to make sure there's a balance of everything, or else you'll go crazy in one thing.
Find a good balance and focus on what you're doing when you're doing it.
Work before play is really important. I think a lot of people forget that.
I'd say the toughest part is motivating yourself.
What was the toughest thing for you freshman year?
Trying not to party too hard and get the work done.
You have to make sure you stay on your work. Don't just take college as a vacation from your parents, because they're paying for it.
You do lose your focus, but then again, when you notice that you're paying for your education, it's coming out of your pocket, you should be able to wise up.
You're motivating yourself to read chapters a day and having a quiz at least once a week.
I mean, really, just grow up. That's what it is. It's about, it's a learning process.
Just so exciting. There's so many things, and you have to make all these decisions on your own, but eventually you catch on and you get with the program and realize I'm an adult of some sort now.
That means now you're in charge, not your parents, not your teachers, and not your friends. You have to tell your friends no.
Yes, a lot of times, and they're like, yeah, come do this. No, I have to be a dork and study in the library.
So, did you learn anything the hard way?
A couple things. Statistics. So, don't skip it and go to a party, because all your friends are going when really you should be studying.
Well, like last night was Sunday fun day. All of my friends went out for fun, and I had a couple things to do today, and I knew I couldn't, so I stayed in. So it's just being able to be different and be okay with saying no once in a while.
Time management. Know how to balance your schedule. And don't say yes to everything. Learn how to say no.
And out of personal pride, it's nice when you see people walking around, doing other activities, and you're doing your homework, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
It's fun to go out and have a good time and hang out with your friends, but at the end of the day, you have to pass those courses.
Separate academic and social life. That's the only thing I can really say. And time management, everything that you heard preached to your high school is definitely true.
Here's a quick student summary of this section. Cindy, you have to rely on yourself more. Melissa, eventually you catch on and realize you're an adult. Alexa, make sure there's a balance of everything. Michael, focus on what you're doing when you're doing it. Kenny, separate academic and social life. Molly, designate a time for work and a time for play. Otherwise, you're always playing. Sheila, don't say yes to everything. Learn how to say no. Tommy, it's fun to go out and have a good time, but at the end of the day, you have to pass those courses.